Hey guys, it's Ben here from T-Rex Space Station. How's everyone doing? Trying something slightly new in that I'm recording this just off my iPhone camera. As you may know, I've moved to London and I've started a new job, and I'm feeling bloody tired a lot of the time and really can hardly bring myself to using my proper video camera and the microphone and all the editing and stuff. So this is just a way of doing my videos slightly easier and in a more intuitive way, where I can just put the flipping phone on, record it and have it done. So I'm sorry if that's a little bit if things are a little bit less good in terms of quality, but I'm so tired at the moment. This is probably the only way that I'm going to be able to get videos out with any ease. Now I wanted to do a video just talking a bit about Play Expo. I had a really good time and I thought it'd just be good to talk a little bit about it and show some of the stuff that I picked up. As always, the main highlight of it was meeting up with friends, some guys that I'd met in the past and some guys that I was meeting for the first time. And this is the bit where I'm going to forget who I bumped into, but before I went down I met up with Dave Webster, with Erwin or Costado, and it was really great to meet Mark over here, Lactobacillus Prime, and his wife Elise. Really nice bloke. What a lovely couple they are, and it was just great to finally meet a YouTuber who I've been watching for a long time. So yeah, I had so much fun kind of chatting with Dave and those guys, and then I bumped into quite a lot of other people. Daz Colonas Deloro, I always seem to get that wrong. I also saw Dave Infected Flinch. Awesome guy, always good to see Dave. Some of the Retro Unlim guys, Steve and Harry Yak, and I'm just trying to rack my brains now and remember who was around. Anyway, I'm going to show some photographs of us all hanging out, so if I've missed anybody, which is almost inevitable, Soulfunk Retro, yes, really nice guy, good to bump into him. And I'm sure that I will have missed out some people, but never mind. It was really cool just hanging out with people, and I went for a meal afterwards with Mark and his wife and Dave and one of my friends Andy, and it was just, it's always about the people. It's just great hanging out and chatting and having fun and meeting up with people who I otherwise might not see. So yeah, I think I did very well pickups wise this time. Now in terms of prices, again, I felt that there were a lot of games that were a bit overpriced. I usually have my eye on Mega Drive stuff, and I think I have a good idea of what things are worth and what you can get, what prices you can get on eBay. And for the most part, I felt that a lot of the games were ramped up. Certainly if you're collecting or looking for any of the more popular franchises, Zelda, Mario, Final Fantasy, Phantasy Star, those games, too expensive. And really, we're not going to find a bargain there. But in and between that, I did manage to get some pretty reasonable prices that I was very pleased with. So yes, I'll go through some of my stuff. Starting out, the best bargain was a free game. So yeah, I got Doom 3 for free. Trying to make sure I get my words right there. From a promotional table. And this is actually a game that I never bothered to play. I mean, I love the original Doom on the PC and have played that loads. I think when this came out, I didn't have a system that could run it because I didn't have an Xbox, and my PC at the time couldn't handle it. So I kind of missed it and ended up not playing it. But with Doom 4 on the way and stuff, and with me playing a little bit of Doom on the LAN, the wireless, not wireless, on the LAN setup they had at Play, I thought, yeah, why the hell wouldn't I take that for free? It looks like a great game and it looks quite scary. So I always tend to be late to the party with these kind of things, but I'm up for playing that and getting into it. And here we are then. So, oh god, trying to drop everything. This is the first pickup that I made, exhumed on the Sega Saturn, or you may know it as Power Slave, which I think is the US name for it. This is a game that I've had my eye on for a while. Dave Webster recommended it. It's by Lobotomy Software, excuse me, and it's kind of like an Egyptian-themed first-person shooter with some mystical magical, scary elements to it, and it's rated as being a very good, quite creative shooter. And it's kind of one of those games that you hear people talking about a lot, and that I just wanted to add to the collection. And I think it's had a re-release recently on the PC, where I think they updated the graphics or something, a completely free sort of fan-made remake, I believe. But I've got a Mac, so I don't think I can play it. But I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into that. Here's another great bargain, and thanks a lot to my friend Andy for pointing this one out. This is Megalomania. And this is kind of like a real-time strategy game, or maybe a god sim as you would call it. And it seems to be a game that has quite a lot of depth and quite a lot of sort of impressive features for a Sega Mega Drive game, which isn't always Mega Drive isn't necessarily a system that you would associate with kind of RTSs or strategy games. It's amazing to look at this and see the original price was 45 quid when it came out. This is boxed and complete in perfect condition for £5, which you really cannot say fairer than that, so I'm very chuffed with that price. Now, I bought the next two games kind of together. The next games are Alien 3, an absolutely classic side-scrolling kind of shoot-'em-up on the Mega Drive, and Jungle Book. And I do kind of like to collect the Disney games. You may have seen that I did a video on Disney games not too long ago on the Mega Drive. And they tend to all be very good quality, and it's kind of like a mini collection that I have there of trying to pick up the Disney games. I've already got quite a few more that weren't included in that video that would be cool to show soon. So the original price, £12 for Alien 3 and £10 for Jungle Book, and I managed to get 2 for 20, so I got a couple of quid saved there. And I think I would be pushed to get a similar price for Perfect Games boxed with manual on eBay, because once you factored in the cost of packaging, that really was a good deal, and I was very pleased with that. And last but not least is Jet Force Gemini. Now this is a game that I'm not hugely into 64, but I like to pick up a few choice games that are well rated, and you'll hear people talking about Jet Force Gemini very positively. It's kind of, what is it, a third-person shooter. It looks very creative in terms of the level design, and it's kind of an action-packed game that is just always mentioned as being good. And it actually has a 4-player split-screen deathmatch mode, and that was £12 boxed and complete. So yeah, I like to get games that are in good condition and that are complete for a reasonable price. There are a lot of games there that were tatty and a bit knackered, and I'm not up for that. Even for free games, I don't want stuff in my collection that's completely screwed up. Phantasy Star 2 was there for 35 quid, but it didn't have the manual. And again, I'm not going to be paying that amount of money for games that don't have the manuals. But anyway, yes, just a quick overview of the stuff that I picked up, and you know, a brief mention of the fun that I had. But it was really great, and it was really nice to meet everybody. You know, everybody that I met up with, hello again, and it was really cool to meet you all. And I guess I'll see you all in Blackpool. So take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.